It's got that feeling of spring, which tells you it's nearly Easter.
Spring has sprung.
Yeah. Tell me about Easter from your perspective, because it is a special time of year.
It is a very special time of year. For me and my family, it's like the biggest celebration of the year. Easter itself is actually where he comes back to life. So it's the biggest part of the Christian
It is a really special part of the faith, isn't it?
And I think the community around Easter is amazing as well. People coming together, eating together, celebrating together. It's a joyful time. And so I'm going to be celebrating with my family, and my family live on a farm, so there's new lambs everywhere, there's daffodils, so it's just a time of joy and bringing people together.
And are you able to combine Easter and baking? And if so,
course.
how do you do it?
Well, I don't think this year I'll bake quite as many hot cross buns as I did one time, but when I was about 12, I decided that I would take on baking enough hot cross buns for everyone at church. And I don't know why, but I think there must have been a lot of people at church, because there was 175, I remember.
175? Well, you better not make an offer about the hot cross buns again this year.